Most people build their jiu-jitsu around strong grips, using sleeves, collars, and wrists to control their opponents. But Jean-Jacques Machado was born without fingers on his left hand, and somehow he still became one of the best grapplers in the world. At ADCC, he turned what most people would call a limitation into a style built entirely on connection and pressure. Instead of relying on grips, he used strong overhooks and underhooks to stay attached, to control posture, and to dominate the scramble. He didn't need to grab, he needed to connect. And that made his jiu-jitsu work at the highest level against anyone. He's also the coach of Eddie Bravo, Joe Rogan, and many others who learned directly from his no-grip approach to control and attack. Today, we're going to take a look at how Jean-Jacques Machado competed at ADCC and how he transformed the physical limitation into a system of pure technique, pressure, and timing.
Jean-Jacques is always trying to have an underhook, so he can make space and wrestle up from here, you see. This is very important thing that Jean-Jacques does. His head positioning and his underhooks and overhooks are perfect. But also, he's very good at recovering his guard. So you will see this a lot, because he's trying very risky things here. He's mostly in chest-to-chest half guard with the opponent, and sometimes he's completely flattened out. You see, like this. His both shoulders are on the mat, so it's hard for him to elevate the opponent. But he finds a way always to recover into a good position. But pay attention how he will give an underhook so he can take an overhook and try to sweep from these positions. Even if it's risky, he will still try it because he's so comfortable at recovering his guard. He doesn't mind being smashed like this, you see? Because this is very important thing to know. Also, Gordon Ryan does this a lot. Like, he will give a little bit of space to the opponent so he can gain a connection himself, you see? And Jean-Jacques Machado is one of the best at that. And also, he really doesn't mind being smashed from these positions. He's one of the best at being comfortable from this, like, chest-to-chest half guard positions. But it is very important to pay attention how he's using his head and his underhooks and overhooks. How he's always in perfect position with them, you see? Again, going turtle, but watch how good he's at recovering his guard. Always clearing those knee line of his, always using the butterfly hooks to elevate the opponent and off-balance him. And let's see what he will manage to do from here. Because he's flattened, it's hard to do anything serious. But he's trying to get an overhook on the right side and underhook on the left. Now he's transitioning into half guard. Let's see if he'll manage to get something from here. Again, going turtle. But his guard retention from this position is very good. Also, Ricardo is very scared to completely attack Jean-Jacques, because Jean-Jacques is very dangerous if he's on top. Maybe we will see that later, but his game on top is very pressure based, and it is very hard to get him off you see. Also, very interesting about Jean-Jacques, his gi game and his no gi game are completely the same, because he doesn't have grips in gi. He's mostly using overhooks and underhooks in the gi also, you see. And because mostly at that time people were gi players, so when they go into ADCC tournaments, they were completely lost, because most of them were used to only using grips of the kimono, you see. But when Jean-Jacques went into ADCC, all those years from training in the gi completely translated in no-gi, because his game was the same for the gi and no-gi, because he does not have grips, you see. So he's only relying on underhooks and overhooks and good body positioning. And that is very interesting for Jean-Jacques. People were like completely lost by his game and how he was like this sticky and hard to pass. And also his butterfly game was perfect for that time.
Hey guys, most people study jiu-jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.
And if you can see how Ricardo is so athletic, but it's so hard to move against Jean-Jacques Machado. Yeah, he needs to clear every grip first and then move, which is very hard. And he's trying to force this chest-to-chest half guard from top. But that is what Jean-Jacques wants from here, because it will allow him to elevate him. And he's one of the best at this. And in the new era, Owen O'Flanagan is doing a similar thing, but instead of just sweeping people, he's trying to enter into leg locks from here. He will try to enter into false rip straight from here. But Jean-Jacques is mostly looking for sweeping or just a wrestle up. And pay attention to this position. Ricardo is having a full far side underhook on Jean-Jacques Machado. And still he cannot pass. Jean-Jacques will use his right butterfly hook to elevate Ricardo and turn him to the side, you see. So now he will recover completely. And it will be interesting to see if Ricardo will manage to do something with his body lock. But he is not connecting his hands. You see, he's trying to get that underhook on the left hand of Jean-Jacques. So let's see if he'll manage to get something here. But Jean-Jacques is very good at pummeling his hands. So it's hard for Ricardo to completely hold a position. He's constantly off balance and re-pummeled, you see. And now this is a deep underhook. This is a deep underhook and overhook position. This can be a sweep for sure here. And he will end up straight into half guard from here. But he lost that overhook, so now he's having a shoulder crunch here. Until now, that was the deepest sweeping position Jean-Jacques had. But he lost it. So now he's in double underhook. Let's see if he'll manage to get something. Yeah, Ricardo is doing a big mistake hugging the head of Jean like this. Yeah, Jean-Jacques will manage to get an angle here and maybe even wrestle up with this. Let's see. Ooh, Ricardo tried to go for a Kimura here. Let's see. He's not trying to go all in on that Kimura. He's just like holding the wrist of Jean-Jacques. And this is deep. Yeah, this will be sweep for sure. And let's see if Ricardo will manage to scramble out from this. He's trying. He's not giving up. He's not giving up the points still. The Jean-Jacques needs to put both of the shoulders of Ricardo on the mat so he can get the points. And now maybe it is better, but still Ricardo is not completely on his back, you see. But who knows, maybe the points were given. It's hard to say. And now I think this will be a big problem for Ricardo, because Jean-Jacques is very heavy from top. And this will be very problematic for him, because I don't think he's a guard player. So it will be so hard for him to do anything, I think, here. And pay attention how Jean-Jacques is smashing the top hip of Ricardo. This is the same way Rickson Gracie, the master of Jean-Jacques Machado, is passing. He's not giving any space. If you see like how he's only better in his position, he will never go from better position to worst. He will only go to better position, you see, from better to even better. So that is very, very important. If you watch this like old school people, they will not give you an inch. Like they only take, they never give, especially when they're on top. And watch how Ricardo cannot even move from this position. This is crazy. And he's giving everything he has to escape this position. But this is points for sure. Let's see if Jean-Jacques Machado will manage to submit him from here. I think he will try to go into mount from here because he's very good at attacking from mount. In my opinion, if you gain a position like this, you only want to attack with submissions that even if you mess up, you will still end up on top, you see? So I will not like jump for an armbar from these positions. And if the person escapes, you will like lose complete control of the guy. Because this is no-gi, like one mistake can completely turn out the match in a different direction. And let's see if Jean-Jacques will manage to get the back of Ricardo. This is a very good position for him, and he also has a seatbelt, which he lost now. Let's see if he will regain it. He's trying to like put that bottom hook in maybe, but completely Ricardo recovered straight away. Let's see, Jean-Jacques Machado is having like a head and arm control here. Let's see if he'll manage to do something from this position. And I think the best way for Jean-Jacques Machado to do something from this position is go behind the elbows of Ricardo and try to take his back again. But he's mostly focusing on that deep underhook with his right hand. Let's see if he'll manage to get something from here. Ricardo is just trying to recover his guard, and he manages to do so. That was amazing from Ricardo. But now he is trying to just stand up, which is very hard when people control your hip like that. And now Jean-Jacques Machado is even going deeper into chest-to-chest half guard. Let's see if he will get even higher position and get like an underhook here. Ricardo is giving everything he has to escape this, but it's so hard. Jean-Jacques Machado control, when he gets that body lock, it looks so painful. Like Ricardo cannot even like turn to the side. Like he broke like every rib here just trying to move. Let's see. And straight away Jean-Jacques Machado is again going for the back. But he has like a low rear body control. And this control is very good for controlling people. But it is a little bit hard to take the back. Ricardo going for a Kimura, but there is no space for that. And Ricardo is standing up. Jean-Jacques Machado went on a single leg, which I think that was mistake. If he stayed with that rear body lock, I think that would have been so much better. Ooh, that was very nice, pro. Again going behind the elbows, let's see. Very nice. This is like very nice. And this time, maybe he can take the back, but the time is ending. So let's see if he'll manage to get something here. Again, Ricardo standing up, backing away. Yeah, they will be just restarted in the middle from completely neutral, I think. Yeah. Okay, Ricardo just trying to get something here, but it is so hard. And the match ended. Let's see who won.
Hey guys, most people study jiu-jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.